Ladies and gentlemen, help me appreciate and welcome Veronica Kalekye. Woo! Hey! Awesome.
Good afternoon. I don't think I should have taken the slot after Victoria. That was just something. I was not prepared. I just want to start my speech with this. Do not avoid war, okay, because you are humble. If you avoid war because you're humble, you will have humiliation, and imagine the war will not go away. It will still be there. My name is Veronica Kalekye Mutua, human resource professional who has learned through trauma in human resource where it is as traumatic, but I'm here today. So I'd want to share three examples of why I almost self-sabotaged this event. The first one, I had my makeup done. It is very rare. And at home when it was being done, my mom was asking, are you sure you want to go looking like that? And then I'm thinking, can I just wash it off? Then it will take a lot of time. That was one. The second one, the shoes I have on. I asked myself, what if I fall down when coming on the stage? What if I fall down? The third one, by the way, they don't end. My chapter is on breaking free, but I have not broken free. I'm still on the path. Okay? The third one, I was seated with Sylvia. Sylvia is full of wisdom. She is tiny, but she's full of wisdom. I asked her, what if somebody in my past life would show up? And then I just happened to look at them like this. You know, I'll just fall. And then it will be an emergency because really, who will lift me from the ground? So I am a HR professional, and that group of self-saboteurs, I'm the chair lady. Thank you so much for coming here. I'd also want that courage is personal. You know, for the courage that it took the ladies, the co-authors, to do the book, courage is personal. But without the sense of community, without even the push as women to look beyond our own self-sabotage, we have community. So thank you, all of you, for coming here. Family, friends. My family, they are very, I'd wanted to use a Kiswahili word, but wherever, you know, whenever somebody calls you and they cannot reach you, it becomes an emergency. They must find you. And whatever we discuss in our family WhatsApp group, please don't show anyone. So thank you so much for the time you have come here. So I'll start a story. So there was a jar that had a lot of nuts inside, nuts, yeah? Macadamia nuts, almonds, they were put in a jar. And then a mouse was put on top of that jar. The mouse was happy. So happy thinking, you know, this is food, let me eat. So the mouse continued eating these grains. You know, there is food and they are. So of course when they eat and then the grains, they decrease in quantity, the jar, you know, they go towards emptying that jar. It came to a point the mouse was fully jump out. And isn't that self-sabotage? Isn't that what we do to ourselves? When we allow what has happened to us, traumatic past, what we are told at the workplace. Yesterday there was a webinar in the evening, and I remembered one time somebody called me stupid because I had spoken up against some. So every time I want to say something that regards, you know, that is related to that topic, I will always remember I was called stupid, that maybe I should shut up, maybe I should not continue on this trajectory. The other thing is that life must be understood backwards. We are here today in our complexities, in our headaches, in our pain, the pain that we hold dear because of what happened to us in the past. But you know, there is help. So in that chapter of breaking free, I've talked about areas that, you know, you self-sabotage, but you're not aware. Did you know perfectionism is a self-sabotage? This, I'm not talking about those people who are supposed to travel. On Monday you have a trip, but this Monday, this other week, you're fully packed. That's not the kind of preparation I'm talking about. But thorough preparation. When you obsess, for example, when I was obsessing about my speech, you realize I'm not even looking at this thing. When you obsess about the speech, you're self-sabotaging yourself. Victoria came in today and she said, let me not even revise what I wrote. Let me not even look at the guidelines that were provided because I will confuse myself. Isn't that a strong character? Isn't she already out of the self-sabotage chama or group or WhatsApp group for that matter? Alumni. Alumni. But I'm still there. I'm still the chair lady. And I accept that title with open arms. So what preconditions you to stop believing that you deserve anything, a seat at the table? What makes you think that you cannot deserve that seat? What made me think that when I was approached by Zion Pal, I couldn't do that chapter? And I remember you kept sending me reminders, yeah? It was not because I was busy. I'm a remote worker. I work from home. Most of the time I'm watching Netflix. Please don't tell my employer this. But it was, I started typing and I did a whole document. I did 6, 7 pages, and then at the point I started asking myself, do I need therapy? Do I need to go back to start taking whiskey? What is this? What it is? I'm explaining things that I think that I need to see a therapist, things in my past, and I'm almost crying. I don't cry, by the way. I cry, yes, but, I'm saying that because I'm a HR. It's a joke, laugh. Thank you. So sabotage, it thrives in silence, in our quiet moments. When you are in the shower, when you're in the car driving, that is where sabotage thrives. So recently, ever since I started writing this book, I changed my mindset because I'm those people who are quick. Okay, I'm not easy to get angry. I don't get angry easily, but when I do, that anger would stay for a whole week. And I'm thinking, should I have had a gun? So I try all I can to avoid getting angry. So it thrives in silence and in secrecy. Because in that secrecy, you see now there will not be any shame. Yeah? So today I've told you a secret. Why I was feeling, how self-sabotage has manifested itself today. So I've told you a secret, so no, I'm almost getting out of that WhatsApp. I'm almost becoming an alumni. But you have to desire. You have to desire to come out of it yourself. Forget what you were told. Forget what you saw your mother do. Forget that, you were told you're not good enough. Forget that, at some point I had a supervisor. I've mentioned her extensively in the book. Another reason why I might think I need therapy. That supervisor was in the habit of pointing out the mistakes. Forget that she did not understand English properly. Can you all understand what I'm saying? So she used to say I talk too quick. But you can hear me, right? So it was her problem, but I took it as mine. So you only have you. You only have you. No one is going to take you out of the self-sabotage. Mr. Dosso was asking if I'm ready to stand like this in another forum and share my story or talk about it. And I'm thinking, okay, if you take my hand and take me there, I'll go. But I'll not go finding it. I'll not go finding an opportunity to speak. No, that's me. I'll rather sit down and watch my Netflix. I know that I'm obsessed with passion fruits. Yes, that's a very strange obsession. So be in spaces that encourage openness, empathy, and shared responsibility. So I have my friends here. They have come. And in more than one time, they have taught me to stand up on my own. My friend seated at the corner there. I'm sorry, Lillian, I have to mention you. She's in the book. I've not mentioned her name, but now I can say it's her Lillian. She's also tiny, but very powerful. She shouted at a taxi driver in a foreign country. And we were kicked out of the taxi in a language we did not know. Because in that country, everyone smokes. Every time, so we got in the taxi, this guy leaves. Lillian told him off. And then when I actually even fell when I came out of the car and hit my knee, but I was thinking, what did you do that? Where are we? How dare you? But you see now, if it were me, Kalekye, in that ride, I'd have gotten to the end of it, smelling that cigarette, yeah? Forgetting that I have a chest condition, so I'll be coughing the entire time I was there. So we build our lives from the bones of what was left. Okay? The bones that we have left, the experiences we have sweating. The experiences we have had, so that is where we live, we build our lives from. Remember the valley of the dry bones. So that is where we build our lives from. And somehow it becomes more beautiful than what we lost. If you had told me 6 years ago I'd be standing here and addressing people that are really listening to me seriously, I'd have said no, it's a lie, it's not possible. But here I am, because now my courage was built from the bones that have been there in the past. So I believe that the true gift is the entire human experience. So do not feel bad that you're going through something. Maybe joblessness, maybe divorce or a separation from marriage, maybe illness, maybe grief. Yeah? That is the beauty of life, because if you did not go through that, then you will not be human at all in the first place. You will not be a human being. So we build, so the experiences that come from the depths of love, the depths of grief, and holding on and letting go. So you will hold on and you will let go. You'll have to let go and you hold on. And remember, I'm talking all this because I'm the chair lady of the Self-Sabotage group, WhatsApp group, yeah? But isn't this a blessing that you get to experience all these things? Love, grief, heartache. Isn't it a blessing? So let me not use what I have gone through for as a pity party or for perfection. I'm not perfect, but let me use it to persist. Let me persist. And then you have to be authentic. Victoria has mentioned it. Be authentic. And in the same way of being authentic, be vulnerable. When I talk about vulnerability, I am one who shares it. So probably I don't share in the right forums. Imagine telling my boss, last night, okay, I'm not saying that I was beaten up. But imagine last night telling my boss that, last night I had some war going on. I was beaten up black and blue. That's not me. That's an example, yeah? Do you think your boss will create biasness? Some biases in their minds, in how they treat you at the workplace, how they look at you they would not think that you are a professional. But still, continue being vulnerable. Continue being vulnerable and continue being authentic. Continue being you. Okay. So courage, I have said, courage is personal. Okay? But the support is collective. So thank you, all of you, for coming here. That's how I finish. But I know if I go and sit down, I'll remember something I was planning to say and I didn't say. So maybe we'll have this conversation after this. Thank you, friends and family.